How to run open source coding assistants locally. Step 1. Install Ollama and get a code model. I'm going to leave a link to my older video that explains exactly how to run Ollama on your local system. When it comes to code models, you can come search for CodeQuen, but I'd recommend getting the Quen 2.5 coder. It's a newer model and it has done really well on benchmarks for all coding related tasks. You can just come here, copy the name for the model, choose the 7 billion parameter model, and come run Ollama pull Quen 2.5 coder. Now I'm not downloading this model because I already have it installed. You can run Ollama list to list your existing models. As you can see, I have the Quen 2.5 coder. Step 2. Install and configure the VS Code extension Continue. Continue is this really cool extension that allows you to leverage your Ollama models for your tab completions and your code assistance. After installing, you'll see the icon in the sidebar. Now don't worry if you see a different screen. You can just come to the cog icon and click on the open configuration file. Now you just have to ensure that you have this block where the title is Ollama, provider is Ollama, and the model is auto detect. Now it's important that you keep the model as auto detect, which will make sure that you can list all the Ollama models you've installed locally. Once you've saved it, you can come back and look at the drop down and you see all the Ollama models listed. Now you can add other models with API key like Claude, Sonnet, and they list up here too. You can come to the tab auto completions and set up the same with the title, provider, and the model. We don't have to worry too much about the other keys like context provider or slash commands or custom commands right now. Step 3. Use your AI assistant. Now I have a sample application that I'm going to use for a demo here. It's called CC Tools by Madhu. It's open sourced and it's available on my GitHub. Let's get that running on my local system. Let's open that on localhost. And this is what the app is. There's just one tool, which is a WhatsApp chat counter. And it does a simple task of taking in a WhatsApp export and they're just telling you the number of messages a person has sent. It's a simple enough application and it'll serve well for the demo here. Now let's try to change this text here. I want to make this sound a little bit more professional. Let's find out which components it's in. The WhatsApp chat counter. You can go in here, search for the text that we want to change. There it is. Now, once you made a selection of whatever you want to change, you see a little pop-up that says you can press Command L or Command I to make a chat or edit. You can just click Command I and that will get copied onto the Continue extension. Now you can write whatever prompt you want here and then you can just wait to see what it generates. You can also add files if you want to give more context. But right now, let's see what it generates. All right, it looks like we have something. If you like what you see, you can click on the accept or you can prompt it further to make changes. As you can see, our changes are reflected. There are other ways to add files as well. You can just click on that little @ icon or you can type in @files and choose how many of files you want to add. Right now, I want to make a change in this particular component. What change can we make? How about adding a reset button? You see, every time I've submitted the form and analyzed, there's no way for me to reset the form. It would be nice to have a reset function, wouldn't it? Let's see if our coding assistant can help. Now, I have a prompt that I like to use here. Let's walk through it. Help generate a transparent reset button with the red text reset that will be positioned to the left of the analyze button. Where's the analyze button? There it is. Yes. Add an on click to it, which will call reset function, which basically resets all the states in this component back to their initial states. Don't regenerate the whole component, just give me the function and the view template that needs to be added. As you can see, this time it's generating a response and not changing the component directly. It's instead giving me a set of instructions of what I can do. It's given me the function, the reset function. Let's add it over here at the bottom. This function seems fine at first glance. Let's see what else it says. Update the view template and it gives me a new button. There it is, the template for the reset. Now, where was the analyze button? I have to put it above the analyze button in the code. It's over here and I'll add in the reset over here and let's see if it works. Oh, there it is. I see the reset button, but does it work? Let's test it out. I put in the chat export, I'm done, and now reset. Oh, it works. Really good. How about we change some filters and change a little bit more of the state? I'll add in an older date in December all the way up to Jan 1st, analyze. I'm getting response and the reset works. As you see, it works pretty well. And there you have it, folks. You have your own local code assistant running for free. Happy coding!